Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris in our Song of the Stars series. So we have a very interesting quandary that's just developed. And I am both happy and annoyed because we are setting out to colonize the Garanth system. Atmospheric readings from Fangnoir 5A do not match simulated projections. Research, please. So we are going to colonize Nal Garanth, a planet called Nal Garanth. It's actually Garanth 1 right now. There's a significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, it almost looks like writing. Research. So in the Garanth system, there's nothing, but in Euralian, right next to it, there is a space age society. Oh no! Oh no, there's a space station going up! Okay, they could be about to become a... Oh man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop them. I can't remember if there was a space station in orbit around... hang on, let's have a look. No, there wasn't. They never got that far. So they're farther along. I don't know that we're going to be able to stop them. Immense ragged planes of shadow drift across Fangnar 5A's face. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged, or rather jointed, to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Cytophane Carlumix is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Cool. Alright, so we've got a colony ship that has just arrived in Garanth, and we have got to get an observation post set up around Euralian. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Wiltris 4A. The massive script covers a large portion of the moon's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. I wonder if you can actually see it. That'd be cool. No, you can't. But someone actually used a planet to write. That's crazy. Someone used a mining laser. Alright, so now let's... This science ship is done. You just need to keep heading out into the unknown here. Queuing up a bunch of orders for that science ship. I don't care. Alright, so this colony ship is... Or this colony is being founded. And that's going to be our 5th core system when it branches out. It's a little bit separated from our other territory. So we might actually we might have to build a frontier outpost to get things to expand in that direction, which is kind of annoying. But at the same time, we're also researching 20% border range. There's 2 months left on that, so that could help bring the borders out this way and bring the borders out this way, thanks to our galactic ambitions. That'll be useful. You can see our borders slowly growing as the colony gets almost 50% complete. Oh, construction. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to wait. We need to build an observation post, but it's not within our borders yet. There we go. System survey complete. Research complete, so there goes our border range jump. That's why that happened. And, ooh. Slave, army, and... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we're going to research neural implants. Oh, this is... Oh, my God. This is so cool. All right, so we have slaves, and that's going to be really, really useful to us. All right, so the construction ship is going to start building an observation post, which hopefully it's going up now. You can see the progress bar on it. And then this construction ship is going to need to come over here. Construction complete. Nal Garanth is almost in place. The borders aren't quite going to reach each other, I don't think. I'm really frustrated by the fact that we might have another race pop up. We might have to conquer them. On that note, tell you what, let's go ahead and we've got more money now. Actually, I need to do some serious upgrading. I've been neglecting my planets for the past little bit. So, but first, before we do that, let's go ahead and build 3 destroyers. We've got room for them, and we need to make sure that we have a stronger fleet than anything these guys can throw at us. Construction complete. I want to try and subjugate them before they become too powerful. It's going to be so brutal. System survey complete. Okay, so here we go. We are going to covertly infiltrate them. Go build a mining station there, please. Nalgaroth is almost done. We're going to get a nice jump to our borders, but not quite enough. We're probably going to have to build... All right, there we go. Assist research is done. That'll be handy. Let's pause things for a second. Lethargic gas, that would be handy. Blue lasers would also be handy. More powerful than red lasers. Oh, yep. Yep. Let's improve our laser technology. We've started with red lasers as a species. Now we're going to change that. This colony's almost done, so you're going to see a border jump. It'll be quite handy when that happens. I think I've said that like 2 or 3 different times now. Encounter with primitives. Our new settlements on Nalgaroth have come into contact with the primitive Stone Age aliens native to this world. There have already been several violent confrontations, and we need to establish a policy on how to deal with them. We can fortify our settlements into enclaves and limit them to remote regions where few aliens live. This will severely limit the land. The land and resources available to our colonists. Another option is to relocate the aliens to a special reservations where they can be kept isolated from the rest of the colony. This would still limit the available land, but not nearly to the same extent. So we can herd them into reservations, or we could just enslave them. Hang on, let's have a look at the species here. So these are on... Oh, we can't actually see them yet. We could enslave them, make them work for us. Let's just do that. All right, so this is... Oh, wow, you're very ugly. All right, so they're quick learners. They're repugnant. They're conformists. And they have a tropical preference. Okay, so we have a new slave race. Let's have a look at our new colony here, Nalgaroth. Interesting. All right, so we don't exist on that much of the world yet. Let's go ahead and build a hydroponics farm here. We could technically just purge them right now. We could just kill them, which would be mean. We could. I mean, I wasn't really planning on getting an additional slave race set up underneath us, and I would think that maybe there's actually 3 factions. Oh, there's a malcontent slaves faction. How's that happening? Okay, so let me go ahead and suppress that faction. And then there is a liberation faction being set up for Nal Ulaz, which was the former Eulasia Prime. All right, so we actually have some factions popping up pretty quickly. Maybe I should go ahead and set up regulated slavery as a way to minimize the extent to which this is an issue. So let's regulate slavery. So we can't change it for 10 years. This is going to reduce efficiency, but it'll make people happy. All right, now let's have a look here. At least one of your planets suffers from starvation. It's Nalgaroth. I'm pretty sure we are just setting up for food production here, but hang on. There's probably a solution. Go ahead and clear that. So yeah, once this pop is in place, it'll produce more food. So for now, that's an issue, but it won't be going forward. All right, so it's a full colony now.
Anomaly found.
There is a significant amount of debris in orbit around the gas giant, and most of it appears to come from the long-lost starships of various configurations. Research. Tell me more. I'm curious. All right, so we have 2 destroyers in orbit here, which means we're waiting on 1 more in the Wrath system. Which actually means that I could probably build a couple more. Need to go ahead and clear that. Inactive buildings, huh? Oh, did I have starvation so a population died off? Well, that sucks. In that case, you go here. Let's fix our starvation problem. Okay, there it went away. The strong gravity well of Lair Zuman 4 has pulled in a massive amount of space debris, which has formed a dense layer around parts of the gas giant. Most of it appears to be wreckage from a series of space battles fought in the system several millennia ago. Scavengers have already scoured the debris of valuable technologies and artifacts, but a mining station should be able to recycle the metal. All right, so mining station set up there. Meanwhile, we are trying. It's going to Oh, it's going to be a long time, but we're going to try and infiltrate this world before they become their own race. Hopefully it'll be smoother than the integration of the previous slave population. Let's have a look at factions again. Factions is F7. Good to know. Okay. No, I don't want to grant them independence. I'm going to go ahead and suppress that faction too.
System survey complete.
Right, go ahead and build some more mining stations there. And then, well, no, not just yet there. There's fine, though. A little bit more energy. So yeah, we're going to need to build some kind of outpost or get another border expansion tech that would connect all this together. And we're also going to need to establish some new sectors pretty soon. While scanning the asteroid belt, our science team found some sort of irregularity. Research, please. All right, go build a mining station in Euralia. We're about a quarter of the way to having control of this world. It's going decently well. But as soon as we have control of that world, we're probably going to have to form a new sector. Maybe even a whole sector out of everything out here. I don't know. I'm tempted. Oh, good. Our initial infiltration cells are in place on the surfaces of Kalash, and their cover stories are in the process of being established. Aside from a few incidents, their Moij Huxon disguises seem to be holding up well. Excellent. All right, so that is not what happened last time. That is much better. We're actually getting somewhere with these people. By what has to be beyond astronomical odds, the Lumreva actually managed to pinpoint the source of the odd signals as it soared through the asteroid belt. A tiny alien construct. A simple scan reveals that it is some sort of ritualistic container holding the remnants of an alien spacefarer. Open the coffin, study the corpse. I want those points. I want those research points. Every last one of them, please and thank you. Oh, oh, wow. Look at Fangnar. Good lord, we definitely need to do what we can in this system. Lots of research points to be gained from just setting up shop in that region. Actually, on that note, well, I've just remembered I really need to do this, so let's go ahead and get this going first. Let's get some upgrades taken care of. Oh yeah, holy crap, I've got a lot of building to do. Wow, I've been neglecting this badly, haven't I? Let's do a basic power plant. Yes. Wow. Shame on me. What have I been doing? I'm normally much better about this. Yes, I know that'll suppress the collection of resource. Okay, so we've got work to do here. Got a lot of clearing out to do on some of these planets, and a lot of just buildings to go up. So this is going to really help with our production. Okay, that's... Okay, one more, but this actually hasn't been built yet. So let's go to Nalderon, and I'm guessing we have the same problem. Yes, we do. Oh my god, what was I doing? I have not been... Shame on me. This is episode 6 of this series, and I feel like I haven't been paying attention to this. Oh no, what happened? Governor Varix Kafluman has died at the age of 74. So the governor on Nalzaroth has died. Well, we can recruit a new governor. That's not a problem. There you go. A little bit cheaper to recruit that governor, too. All right, so this guy, you need to come back here. You need to go there. Because, oh my god, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be built there. But even before that, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be built on other planets. We just haven't really been capitalizing on this situation here. Basic mine. Yes, I know it'll suppress that, but we've got lots of energy production going on over here. Basic power plant. Oh, unpause. There we go. Problem solved. Alright, so that's looking good. What about Daron Met? same freaking thing. What have I been doing? This is embarrassing. All right, let's fix this. It's going to take a while for all these buildings to build. And of course we can clear some of these mountains out as well now. Wow, this slave population is not happy. Alright, let's clear those mountains out. Alright, we're about halfway to incorporating Uralian into our territory.
System survey complete.
You can tell that we're building on virtually every single planet we own. We'll go ahead and build a basic power plant here. And then this will be a basic science lab. This will be a basic
Anomaly found.
colossal impact crater. We've seen that one before. Let's go ahead and build... Let's see, what would be best here? Probably a mine. Let's go ahead and do that. Yep. Okay, we've got a new special resource, Teldar crystals. Do we have any actually on the map yet? Doesn't appear so. Wow, lots of new resources. Ship hull points, explosive weapon damage. Let's go ahead and research nanocomposite armor. Now I can't see anywhere that has the special resources just yet. Yeah, I don't see any anywhere, actually. Huh. Ah, tropical world. Here's another place that we could, another colony that we could establish. It would probably be part of a different sector, I would imagine. Okay, we got a setback on Uralian, which is not good. We don't need any setbacks. We need things to go smoothly, please and thank you. Go ahead and build mining stations in Fangnar. So that's going to set up all the mining stations. The research stations are going to take another 270. Oh, cool. We got some physics research. A massive crater on Tokvan 7 appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship traveling at full warp rammed the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The Lum Leo has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site reminiscent of a collapsed warp field. But as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Ooh, that sucks. You would think that something traveling that quickly would be even more destructive upon the planet itself than like a standard meteor impact, if there is such a thing as a standard meteor impact. Because you think of those as being very destructive, even for just a medium-sized space rock. But what if a ship traveling at warp speed hits a planet? Like, what then? That would probably cause a little bit more damage. Big explosions.
System survey complete.
All right, so this survey project seems to be going well. This
Research.
system's just heading out that way. Up, new research. Slave army. All right, so we've unlocked the slave processing facility. Oh, hey. Holy Guardians. This is okay. Oh. Okay. You're close. You're real close. You're closer than I want to say. Okay. Another child. Know that we are the Ukwo Praknar Watchers, the chosen people of this galaxy. Respect our holy places, and we may refrain from annihilating you. We all have much to gain from this encounter. Okay. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life. We just found a fallen empire right freaking next to us. Damn it. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time has been received with mixed feelings by our populace. This confirms what we had long suspected. We are not alone in this galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. We must be wary. These particular Xenos appear to have been active in the galactic stage for some time. Their empire is likely thousands of years old, and their technology is far ahead of our own. We should be careful when dealing with them. Okay. So we have the slave army tick. Let's pause for a second. We do want to... Let's go ahead and do dangerous wildlife removal. Wow. Crap. Yeah, you just get out. We're not gonna colonize any more in that direction. Yeah, so that science ship is automatically getting the hell out. Because that's what you call a fallen empire right there.
Complete.
So we have spawned very near our competition. We need to take them out. But not right now. For the record, it's not going to happen anytime soon. Not even close. Should I establish a frontier outpost in Tiersonia? See, we're not making a lot of influence gain.
Construction complete.
Okay, so the malcontent slaves faction is actually doing pretty well. The docile slaves faction is doing better. So we now have an issue with slavery. I wasn't expecting that to happen because the docile slaves faction popped up so quickly. I thought they would absorb most of the pops, but of course not. That was naive of me. These freshly enslaved populations are furious. Wonder why. Go build a research station there, please. All right, let's keep building up some. Yeah, we definitely need a mineral processing plant there. More new music. I'm telling you. I can't handle it, guys. So I wonder if there's going to be a way eventually to make our slaves just be a bit more, well, a bit more docile. Because, I mean, the docile slaves faction seems to be going away, but the malcontent slaves faction is really going to be an issue going forward. All right, I should probably go for the fusion power sooner than later. And we also have got, let's see, 3 destroyers here and 8 corvettes. Let's go ahead and upgrade that fleet with the new blue lasers. So right now the fleet power, there you go. Pretty nice little jump there. Now let's go to Nalzaroth, and we need to build some things. Let's see. Probably 2 destroyers will be good. Or I'm sorry, 2 corvettes. We want to have a nice even number of corvettes.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Well, I'm going to have to dig into the source files and find some MP3s to put on a CD. Because I want to listen to this just outside of this game. I just want to have it playing while I'm working. Let's do that, please. Absolutely amazing soundtrack. Breathtaking. The new music that came with Leviathans is... It could be even better than the initial release. Which is saying a lot, because Stellaris' music is phenomenal in the true sense of the word. Not exaggerating. Alright, let's go ahead and go for the Corvette assembly yards on Nalzaroth. I really need to go ahead and build some spaceports too. Because if we, I mean, I've been bad. We were so focused on that situation And now we're focused on this one as well, possibly integrating Uralian into our enclave that I haven't really built up my core worlds as much as I do in a typical game. And now we've encountered a fallen empire right freaking next to us. Yay! Just to make things more interesting. And we've hit the 25-minute mark, so I guess what I'll do here is cut this episode, and then we will continue seeing what's going on with Uralian. We'll probably have a resolution to that within the next couple of gameplay minutes. And then it's just a matter of, kind of maybe establishing our first sectors and seeing where we want those to go. I might actually put both of these planets in a new sector and then go ahead and colonize Saramore. As much as I don't want to, I would rather Saramore be our 5th core system because it's just so much closer to the rest of our systems. Plus, it's a nice planet. It's an 18-slot ocean world, so the voices will be able to colonize that and be really productive. But also, I want to take our slaves and maybe colonize some of the other worlds nearby, but that's going to also involve some sector setup. So we have some interesting decisions to make as the empire begins to burgeon outward, and we're really going to have to make sure, because this is a wholly fanatical fallen empire that's 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps away from us. Life just got even more interesting. And of course, as our border tech expands and our borders, even if we don't colonize more in this direction, even if our borders just expand as a result of colonies growing and border technology improving, then we could risk pissing them off just because they're that close. Yay. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along if you're not subbed already. I upload new episodes in Song of the Stars every day at 6 Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.